So what do you buy the person who already has everything they need? I think this is an incredibly common question, and I think it's especially difficult if you're buying for someone like myself. I travel a lot, I have a small living space, and I consider myself to be a minimalist. I'm really intentional with the things that I do carry with me. So in this video, I'm going to give you a lot of specific gift ideas for people like me, but I think the ideas in this video will apply to most people. So even if you're not buying a gift for someone who lives in a van, this video will still be useful to you. But before I get into this, I just want to say that there is no sponsored content in this video. Also, on a personal note, while I do enjoy giving and receiving gifts, I find gift giving around certain holidays, especially Christmas, can be really stressful. And what I think has happened is that corporations and consumerism have turned what is very special, an expression of generosity, something that can carry with it a lot of meaning, emotion, and nuance, into an expectation, which in my opinion dilutes the meaning and intention of gift giving. So, especially given the current state of the economy and how busy everyone is these days, I think this is a great time to have an open and honest conversation with your friends and family about expectations around gift giving, because gift giving is supposed to be fun. So without further ado, the first item on this list, the most universal and probably the most controversial item on this list, it is cash money. That's right, I know a lot of you are probably going to think this is dumb, and yeah, you don't want to get your wife cash for an anniversary present, let's say, but as someone who travels a lot, cash comes in handy more often than you might think. A lot of gas stations offer cash discounts, and if I'm having a rough day and someone has given me cash and I can just go buy myself a nice meal without hitting my bank account, that feels really nice. Or I can get a hotel room, or I can get a shower. Giving someone cash gives them little guilt-free purchases. And in my perspective, money is freedom. So that's how I see cash transactions. You're giving someone just a little bit of freedom to do what they want with it. And I think that's really cool. So next up on the list, we have tiny art. It's always nice to get art. It's always nice to decorate a place. And even in my van, Autumn painted these two little pictures for me, and I love how they tie the place together. It's a little thing, but it makes my space feel a lot more homey, and there's always something nice about the personal touch. But if you're not a creative person, if you're not an artistic person, don't worry. You can just buy kitchen shears. I think kitchen shears and nice scissors kind of go hand in hand. These are OXO kitchen shears, and these are Milwaukee scissors. And just, especially when you're traveling, having a good functional set of scissors is really nice. The kitchen shears are really nice because rather than getting out like a cutting board and a knife to cut vegetables, I can just chop them up with the shears and then they break apart. I just wash these two pieces and I don't have to wash a whole cutting board and a knife. So really saves me a lot of time, and it's always good to have something sharp. So another way to show that you care is by giving your loved one a fire extinguisher or a carbon monoxide detector. I know this probably seems silly, but hey, it's not fun spending money on these kinds of things. And there are also little pods that will burst and extinguish a fire if a fire happens around it. Those are good for electrical areas in vans, and it shows that you care about the safety of the person you're giving the gift to, which I think is really cool. Next up is a basic pocket knife or hunting knife. I don't love multi-tools. I like having single tools that work really well. This is bear spray. I think having some sort of either pepper spray or bear spray is good when you're traveling. The only thing I would say about bear spray is it's nice because it covers animals and people, but there might be some legal implications if you do spray a human with bear spray, because a direct shot of bear spray to your face is a pretty much guaranteed hospital trip. So be aware of the legal ramifications of using this on a human. Sorry, I had to make a quick wardrobe change. It's getting a little chilly outside. Binoculars are really fun. Obviously, quality brands are more fun. Some of the cheaper ones are just like so low quality and shaky, it's hard to see anything, but I really enjoy them. It's not something I would ever buy for myself, but it's really fun looking around with binoculars, especially when you're moving around a lot. Having a nice, thick, warm pair of wool socks is amazing. I don't like the kind of like cheapy, fuzzy novelty socks, but a thick, good quality hiking sock. This isn't going to be cheap for one pair of socks, but it's really worth it. Next up, we have a tactical flashlight. This is one of my favorite gift ideas because it's so compact and it has so many different uses. You can use it to inspect things on your car. It's nice to have at night just for walking around and hiking. It's good to throw in a hiking bag. And then in situations where there's an intruder or someone bothering you, you have a strobe function. So this one I love because it's really simple. It's a simple push button on and off on the back, and then it has a button on top that cycles through all the brightness modes. And then if you press and hold that button, it starts strobing. And as you can tell, that would be pretty disorienting to a would-be attacker. For the rest of these gift ideas, I actually pulled some other van lifers. The first one is a tire plug kit. This can be a lifesaver, and again, it's one of those things that you might not enjoy spending money on yourself, but it's nice to get as a gift because it's a nice thing to have and it can really save the day. Then we have slippers. Who doesn't love slippers? Again, I think quality matters here. Then finally, this is more specific for van lifers, but an electric blanket throw is awesome. So electric blankets are too big for vans and they use a lot of power, but a throw is much smaller and will have lower power consumption and it will keep your whole body warm if you position it correctly. And another kind of general idea is that if someone has all the stuff they need, maybe they need help organizing it. And especially in vans, I really like stuff sacks and fabric cubes. I was just shown these today. And these allow you to kind of compartmentalize your storage spaces. And I know my storage space is really chaotic. So having something to help keep things organized, but also something that packs down small so it doesn't take up much space itself is a really cool concept. So that's it. I just wanted to make this video kind of as an end of year sign off. I actually do have one more travel video coming out. That'll be up in a week or so, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to film some videos when I go back to Colorado. I'm doing a video on diesel heaters. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And then I'm going to be doing some odds and ends, some chores on the van, and I'll make a little video about that. But I won't be hitting the road again until January, so I just kind of wanted to wrap up the year. It's been an amazing year, the best year of travel I've had yet, and I've been building some nice momentum with this YouTube thing, so thank you to all of the people who have been supporting me, all of the new members that I have on Patreon, and my longtime patrons. You guys are keeping the dream alive, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you to everyone who signed up to my channel membership here on YouTube. I got the 30 members I need, so you can cancel that now. YouTube's going to pay me the $1,000, so I will be shutting that down as soon as I get that money. So yeah. Thank you to everyone. Happy holidays. Have a great rest of the year. Have a good 2024, and I will catch you in the next one.